I have a Jew question for you.
There
Dan.
you go.
Go ahead.
Where do you keep the gold?
I saw, so with the Epstein files, there's a lot of talk in there about like, goys being like good for nothing except serving the Jew.
Yeah.
And then I was listening to part of the problem in David and Robert. Obviously, they're Jews, and they were like, I've riffed out goys being, but not quite to that level.
Sorry, say this again. You kind of cut out there a little bit.
Oh, sorry. So where did I cut out?
Just say that sentence again. I heard part of the problem.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. So Dave and Robbie were saying like they heard about boys being growing up, never like anything to that level. So I was just wondering like what your experience had been with that.
Like with the use of the word goy as growing up.
No. Like you sort of like the way non-Jews were talked about generally. If you ever heard anything Epstein of like non-Jews being referred to essentially as like a servant race, anything like that.
I not only has I never heard them referred to as a servant race, I never heard them referred to as cattle ever. I know that's like a popular one. Is that they're like they just think we're cattle.
That's
and
right.
Some of them are cattle. Like there's some Jews who are cattle too.
I see a guy on a moped delivering McDonald's. That is cattle.
Yeah.
That's a worker.
How much?
But
how much?
Except you can't hit him.
How much? What?
I moved furniture.
That's what I expected. I wasn't.
Here's the thing. The only people who ever referred to goys, period,
We're Jews.
but we're like older people.
Yeah.
Generally. What are you doing?
I spilled a little water on the mic.
That's fine.
I spilled a little water on this.
Is this like a joke?
You know where I heard the word goy
Christ.
for the first time? On Curb Your Enthusiasm.
Yeah.
That was the first time I heard
It's
it.
like
I'm what
it's
the
like
fuck?
an older Jew thing.
Yeah.
It's very much like because that was like another thing that made me laugh about that commercial thing I made because people were like goy lives matter, but like white, it's more like a white. I don't want to say like a white nationalist, but like there's this like white identitarian type who goes, no, we're goys, and you go, yeah, but everybody else is too. Like the goy is 99.8% of the world.
Rich Jews say it. Like I had a buddy Aaron Lipsitz, and I remember like one time we were going to the thing, and he was like, "Hey, by the way, my dad doesn't know you're goy. He thinks you're Jewish, so just don't say anything."
Sure.
I was like, okay.
Yeah.
I was like, "What does that mean?" He's like, "Don't worry about it."
Just know that that's what you are. And
But it's
they
like
give you a cowbell
there's
to put around
many,
your neck.
like Muslims have a similar term. I believe it's kafir.
infidel.
Well, yeah, like kafir or whatever. It's just like you're not a believer.
I brought that up to somebody. Somebody said to me, they go, and I'm not defending Jews here, but they said, what other language, what other religion has a word for somebody who's not their religion? I go, well, infidel comes to mind. They go, nobody uses that term anymore. I go, yes, they do.
they literally have a word. It's kafir.
Yeah.
It's,
Christianity
the only difference.
has one.
They do?
Yeah, it's a big one.
What is it?
I can't say it.
It's a big one?
Yeah,
Come on.
it's the N-word, dude.
I was going to say.
Yeah.
I thought you got it.
That's too specific.
Yeah, go talk to those Irish.
That's too specific.
That's how they
dude,
use
I
it.
saw.
Yeah.
I had so many comments being like goy on that sketch, being like or whatever video, being like goy lives matter.
That's
but
great.
then they would be like these like. But it wouldn't be as a Jew. Like they were really like, and that was part of the thing that made me so laugh because these people were like identifying with this commercial, like. There has ever, in the history of the world, been a single incident of anti-goy graffiti ever. Like, it's not a thing that's ever happened, but people are very much, like, identifying with this. Like, yeah.
Listen, a poorly drawn swastika by a Hasidic kid, that's anti-goy
Yeah.
graffiti.
Yeah. And I just saw fuck ice on the wall out there. That's pretty close.
Yeah.
That's kind of close.
But, no, it's, like, it's, it's mostly an old Jew thing. It's definitely not, like, I imagine... Non-Jews
look
right
who's
now
in the
on the
emails.
internet think that like Jews just hang out and they're just like goy this, goy that, and it doesn't really come up.
Yeah.
Well, no, I did. That's about what I expected. More what and kind of like what they talked about. So like my dad, and my uncle, they were kind of, they weren't nearly as racist as I am, but like you can't be around black people or they'll take advantage of it.
Okay.
And so was there anything like that where it's like, cause like I remember one time my dad was like, yeah, your uncle lives in Chicago. And I was like, he was like, something about that sucks there. And I was like, why? And he was like, because everybody there is black. And I was like, what does that mean? And like, he couldn't really explain it. You know what I mean? Like, because he didn't really understand it. He was just like, yeah, that's why it's bad. Like, it's everybody there is black.
He couldn't explain it?
Yeah, I think it's pretty self-explanatory. He doesn't have to reiterate.
Because he was very much dedicated to, like, race is basically only skin deep. Like, doesn't like.
Oh, he was like
personality is heritable, and like ethnic groups have these like built-in biological drives and that sort of thing.
Sure.
So it's like.
So he just didn't want to say the quiet part.
My dad was like,
your dad was the kind of guy. He's like, there's a lot of Boost Mobiles
He didn't believe the quiet part
in Chicago, if you catch my drift.
A lot of check cashing places, if you understand.
My dad was the kind of guy where he wouldn't call black people, but he would call every other person like the N-word.
Yeah.
Like a white guy would cut him off in traffic and be like, what a fucking...
Really?
Yeah. He's like, and then he would turn around and be like, and I would never call a black person that.
Yeah.
It was
just the same thing with the
definitely
word,
never heard
the
my
F word.
See, that's the thing. But see, Jews have a little like workaround. I've never heard my parents say the N word, but like they say Schwarzer, right? There is, which is like kind of like
not as bad.
Gujarati people, they say Kario. That's their word of
who says that?
There's a specific racial group of Indian people, but they're called the Jews of India. They're called Gujus. Gujarati people. Gujus. They're like the
business people.
They're the cheap business people that like penny pinch and shit.
Yeah.
But they're also light skinned, so like there's an added element of like the British liked them more because of their fair skin.
I mean, every third world country still like basically gets broken down by skin tone.
Third world country, you have it have it in the Bronx.
Yeah,
people are colorist.
everywhere.
When I first heard that word, I'm like, what the fuck is a colorist? I'm like, are you fucking
like
serious,
Thailand?
Bro?
Like you remember the Sammy Sosa skin whitening shit?
Yeah.
Like that shit is on billboards in Thailand everywhere.
India too.
Yeah, probably. And that's like they all dye their skin. They all walk around every day with like parasols, and they wear these like big brims because they don't want the sun to touch their face because dark skin is basically like, oh, that's like a field work.
So everybody just looks like Chappelle in whiteface.
The rich people do, yeah.
It's
like
white chicks, yeah.
Yeah, but it's like if you're
Have you ever seen Shah Rukh Khan, man?
No.
Yeah.
He's like the Indian Tom Cruise.
Yeah.
Really?
He's fucking, he's
light skin.
I did
bleached,
just see that
brother.
fucking Indian Justin Bieber. That was
I would love to know what happened with Sammy Sosa.